Hopefully
with that,
looks.
yeah, I'm sure he does. He's super into those games. So players, okay, you should be in here, right? Yep, and you are my enemy. So,
Yep.
what do you look like? I'm gonna look for you first. Okay.
My dude
Oh, we
looks
look
dopey as
pretty.
my dude looks
We
dopey
got the
as
same.
fuck
We got
with
the
this
same
fucking
beard,
bowler hat on.
dude. That's. We both got bowler hats on. I'm coming for you. So this is gonna start episode 3, player 2 party chat. Unfortunately, there's been some change of plans. Lee, who suggested playing Red Dead, is nowhere to be found. We had a third man that was going to be joining us, my brother-in-law, also abruptly left. So just me and your boy Brett today. So we are going to start off some Red Dead. Figured PvP would be a little bit easier to maintain conversations during and not have to focus on missions or getting griefed by random online players in the free roam. So we're going to do the Battle Royale mode, the gun rush. We're doing solos though, so we are technically against each other. So we'll see who can make it farther each round and keep BSing along the way. Brett's hopefully not going to get hiccups because he just destroyed dinner within a 10-minute period.
I'm used to it. I'm used to it.
That's college life.
Yeah.
While we wait for the lobby to fill up, I guess it's a good time to do our little Player 2 weekly refresh and kind of say what we got going on. As far as my side of things go, Stories Path to Destiny's review finally went up yesterday. It is in the same universe as Omen Sight, which I reviewed earlier this year. Omen Sight came out after it, and I played that one first, so playing Stories was a bit of a backtrack for me. I could see where Omen Sight improved on things and kind of taking that step backwards. I see Lee's on. We'll get him in on the next round.
I didn't mean to cut you off, but I wanted to tell you that. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. I saw it in the corner of my eye. But anyway, Stories, you could kind of see that, it's hard to play in that reverse order. It's like, playing Halo 3 and then playing Halo 1 and, complaining about the controls. So it's not a horrible game. There's a lot to do if you get attached to it, but I did prefer Omen Sight at the end of the day.
Now with that, before moving on to mine, can you tell Stories was released earlier? Like, is it, even though like the Xbox version just came out, can you tell it was an older release than Omen Sight? Or
visually no, but only
Okay.
because I knew Omen. If I didn't know the two games were related, I might not have noticed. But the combat's very similar, but a lot more fun and interesting in Omen Sight.
Okay.
So that's where it mainly stuck out. Okay, the arrow on the radar will point towards the safe area. Okay, pretty simple. I like that there's like a fucking dust storm right now. But you got a review coming out this week too, most likely tomorrow, which we've been talking about since the first episode. So it's good to see that finally go up. If you want to, a quick recap on that.
Yeah, life's been a little hectic lately, but I was finally able to get access denied to you, so that should be coming out. Hopefully, if everything works out, I should be able to post it by tomorrow. And then, other than that, I'm working on Daggerhood. We talked about that. Unfortunately, I forgot about Daggerhood for a little while. I hate to do that, but like I kind of like never didn't remember it. But that should come out by the end of the week, if I'm lucky. And
No, this dude just tackled me.
Other than that, I got oh, I just died. But I guess I can talk now.
Too.
Other than that, I got Metagal. Between last time and this time, I think last time I said I was still working on it. I have not completed the game, but I'm gonna write the review. It's kind of to the point where everything's similar, and I don't want to put myself through it. It's fun, and I like it, but I'm not a huge Mega Man fan, and that's not gonna like affect my review or anything. But I'm just, instead of me sitting there trying to beat all the levels and all that, I got a good enough preference that I think I'm pretty good with it. And then I still have to beat,
as long as you know the basics.
it doesn't seem like it changes. It follows that Mega Man like theory where like you beat somebody, you get a new skill, and then figure out what they're good against to do your next one. And the skills are cool and stuff like that, but just with everything going on, I gotta manage my time where I can. So
yeah,
but I still gotta beat Iron Me too. There's 4 chapters in that game, and I'm in chapter 2 at the moment, and it's a little difficult. I kind of explained. I think I explained last week what it was all about, but
yeah,
it's cool, going good. Those 2 will probably still. Metagirl might be next week. With graduation coming up too, I got a lot of papers to do, but Metagirl should probably be next week.
Yeah,
and
I'm sure.
Me should. Iron Me, I don't want to put a time on it since I still haven't finished it, but I would say probably 2 weeks or so till Iron Me.
Rhett, real quick, can you hit? I don't know if there's a way for you to stop spectating. Can you hit B and hit a new match? I want to see what happens for you. Because you're dead, right?
Yeah, I did. Entering matchmaking alone will leave your posse.
See, I don't know how to get. I'm trying to figure because when I try to get to free roam or anything, it's like, you sure you want to quit to free roam? You'll be leaving behind your current posse. When I go to pick a new match, it says you're going to leave behind your current posse.
I mean,
I don't think
we might as well. Might as well do that because we gotta invite Lee anyway.
Quit the free roam, and I'll invite you over, and we'll get Lee in. Lee, you got your audio sharing, Lee?
Yeah, everything's set up.
Okay, welcome. Well, welcome.
Yeah.
How you doing, guys?
My bad. Very, very long day at work. I immediately got home, or I got Chipotle on the way home, got home, showered, ate Chipotle, and then fell asleep. I watched the newest episode of Barry, the HBO series, but fell asleep like halfway through it, so.
Nice.
Alright, let me try to get you guys in the posse again.
Yeah,
right.
I'll try to be as quiet as
session.
possible with this, but if you start hearing my fucking soda rustle, let me know and I'll stop drinking it. But I am fucking like,
he's wrestling that
dehydrated
Mountain
from work today.
I don't think soda's gonna hydrate you.
Yeah.
It's,
but you keep believing that.
I'm an engineer. I know what
comes from
I
the
know
mountains.
I'm
getting scared because you guys aren't here to save me.
It's cherry Dr. Pepper.
Posse up.
Oh, you're
Join
dead
like
already.
Gary Seaman.
Like Gary Seaman, that's we're just doing our best to serve the lake and protect it with naval fleets, and that's why we're seamen.
Well, I killed your perpetrators, Ed, but you're dead, so I guess I get the site now. So
Ed's dead, baby. Ed's dead.
It's been fun, guys. Since Ed passed away, I'm now telling you that I now own Player2 Reviews, and this is the final episode. So goodbye. I'm gonna run away with all the money.
Fuck! I shouldn't have left my will and testament on my character's body.
I might have to replay this, or like actually finally beat this game now that I have a decent TV. It's probably like
are you blind now?
Whoa.
Oh. Well, now that we got Lee back in, we could kind of finish up the refresh part and 4K horse dick. Lee also has Train Valley 2 in the works. That's on PC. He reviewed the first one, which I believe he liked a lot. How's the second one coming along, Lee?
Second one's really cool. I forget if the first one is installed on my computer. I kind of want to just do a couple levels of that just to compare and contrast the changes in number 2. Number 2 is very fast paced. It's cool. It goes through the different. You start out with like obviously steam engine and goes all the way to electric trains. And there's like 30 or 40 levels, and they all vary in difficulty. I like Train Valley 1 a lot because you as the player, you could build the tracks to the different cities, how to get there. But it's a puzzle game, and it's all on one screen where you're not moving your field of vision back and forth trying to figure out where to put the tracks at. The track system's
Yeah.
really easy. You can build bridges and tunnels and whatnot. But overall, yeah, I really like Train Valley 2. Something that I don't know if it's completely live yet because the game isn't out. Is they have kind of like a Forge Creators mode, and I'm really interested in that to see like what other people create. I don't even know what team to
Real quick,
what
pick
team do I
pick the Dandies. Go to the Dandies. I think they got enough room.
Okay.
I'm on the Dandies. How do you select which team you're? Do you just have to look at it?
X.
Oh,
You
join
hit
team.
X to join team.
Oh, I hit Y. Oh.
Are you on the
we're
Dandies
on
league?
Dandies. Yeah. So, but yeah,
cool.
I'm really excited to finish out the game and to get right on the review. I wanna say it should be sent to you guys for your editing probably by Thursday. So Friday, hopefully with release, it's posted. So
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
read it and
'cause
buy it.
I'm sure they'd appreciate that for the launch day. I mean, that's always the goal is to get it out by launch, but obviously, you know, this isn't our full-time job, so
Yeah.
not always the case. We got other, the early ones, earlier the better, obviously, but in some cases, you know, there's different restrictions and things like that. Like the majority of my Switch reviews have not been early; it's been within a few days, which you know can make it difficult to pump that out, especially when we have jobs outside of this and other stuff going on in personal lives. But yeah, it's good to see that you like the sequel, because you know, that was one of those ones that just kind of fell into our lap, and I was like, oh, you know, this seems like a good fit for you. And anything with
Big
trains
train
or
guy.
farming is, you know, usually usually suited for you.
Yeah. I guess I'll point out because I was curious. Lee gave Train Valley 1 an 8 out of 10.
Yeah, it's a great game.
So, I guess.
It chewed my chew. Okay.
And choo, man.
Yeah.
But
Bob.
yeah. So anybody out there with train games or farm games, you know, just send them our way. Lee will cover them.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah. If you got a walking simulator, send them to me, because you know I fall for walking simulators every time.
All right, everybody for themselves.
How do you play? Okay, A's to run.
This is
Hold
Lee,
stick.
this is the battle royale mode. That's why
So how can you get the chat off of the? Oh, we don't have any guns. How do you get the chat off of
battle royale,
the
bro?
Oh, this
It's
boy's gonna
very-
take this damn. Oh, the fucking. Run to a horse and dude just yoinked it from me.
You gotta jump on the back like me. Me and him, we're going butts to nuts. Let's get it.
Butts to nuts.
That's my band
Alright,
name.
I'm Arthur Morgan now.
Butts to nuts. Oh, all right. I'm following Brett. I got a knife, so if he grabs a gun, I'll just kill him. I'm faster than you.
God damn it!
Let me put my hand on this white picket fence and just kill myself that way.
But yeah, I guess speaking
Still
of
got a
that,
knife.
like a lot of people, I guess like we seem to have like all these different genres that like we tend to do more of, and then I think that like I think that's pretty interesting. I got a pistol finally. Like, I know Lee does a lot of farming and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're pretty diverse in general. I mean, we've reviewed 3DS games, Switch games, PC. Whoa, dynamite going off.
That's the thing, like, with my Switch too, like, it's cool, but, like, primarily being on Xbox, like, that's kind of limited me for a while.
my! I'm sorry, I gotta keep
I just
my
got
reactions to
sniped.
myself because I domed that dude. I forgot how to reload
got
though. Is it B? It's B. Oh fuck.
Alright, well, Ed, you're the last one alive out of us, so.
Been fantastic. And thank you for the support
guess-
that'll end this stream.
I guess since Ed's talking, I guess I can move on to your next point, Ed, if you want, and then so that you have another
yeah, if you want to talk about like the, if you want to talk about like the, you know,
Well, no, I was
the
just gonna
giveaways we
move down
wanna
to-
do, but
Yeah.
Oh! I'm getting shot.
I was just gonna like bring it up so you could start with like what you want to do, because like the next point you got about is the VR Labo that comes out this Friday.
Oh, I just got killed, so perfect timing. So yeah, Labo is kind of the VR kit. It's kind of sneaking up on us. Like it was just announced like within the last 2 months, and I had no idea that it was coming out so soon. And I didn't realize that until making alone this how I enter it with everybody. We gotta beat this time. Like what do I gotta do?
Do we have to wait? We have to wait 10 to all.
Maybe that's dumb. Like
I gotta shut this off because I can't.
How do you turn it off? There's no.
I'm not gonna do it because
it's
it's more options. You gotta turn the overlay off.
Okay, I did it. Figured it out. Yeah.
I just shut it off, but it's still there. I don't know. Screw it. Whatever.
It just gives you the little bar.
Oh, it's just a little bar. I see it now. Yeah, that's fine, I guess.
like I can't, I can't click my posse. I can't like. Why is there not a
Let's just
simpler
all
way
back
to just?
out and then.
Yeah, but then we have to.
Why don't-
then we have to get in the same session again.
Why don't we do this? Because this is doing this. Why don't we just all leave? You reinvite us again. You didn't want 20 minutes of issues again, but we got it. Why don't we just play team deathmatch or something?
Okay, let's do it. That's because that's the other thing. You can't just pick team deathmatch. You got to do like a freaking variety mode. But all right, I'm quitting to free roam. I'll invite you guys again.
See,
So before my
he hates your
angry,
ideas, Lee.
yeah, and then Lee sleeps on it. Yeah, let's play Red Dead. I'm gonna take a nap though. Good night.
I didn't even mean to, man. I was just like,
I know.
I just gotta
knew you were
remember
sleeping.
next time I suggest a game, I gotta just not show up, not answer until 20 minutes in. I'll be like, oh shit, guys, I forgot. Like,
Invite the session. Invite the session. Okay, I'm gonna go walk my ass to the post office and pick up my Nintendo Labo VR in stores this Friday. So there's two versions, just like the original launch. There's like a starter kit, and then there's the full variety kit. Both $40 and $80 respectively. Starter kit's gonna get you basically one build that allows you to interact with one of the main games, which is like the blaster game. And then the variety kit has like a bunch of stuff to build. You could build a camera, you could build this elephant nose that lets you paint like on an easel and stuff. You get to build the blaster again, and then there's something else. There's this like air pedal where you have to control something that you're pedaling air under and you blow it. But so that one gives you more options to do, more stuff to build. I have currently on pre-order just the starter kit. Just for one, I don't have the time to build all that stuff. But two, that's going to give me enough of what I want to do to kind of experiment with it. You guys both in here now?
yeah, I'm here. Wow, I'm
Okay.
a shit shot. I was fucking around and just went fucking around and stabbed somebody, and then a guy witnessed it and tried to shoot the guy and missed almost every shot. You also.
So in addition to those starting, the games it comes packaged with, both the biggest titles on the Switch, Mario Odyssey and Breath of the Wild, are both receiving updates. Mario Odyssey is going to get about like 3 little mini game sessions that you could do with it, and then Breath of the Wild is going to be completely playable in the VR, which is pretty cool. Only issue with that is, and it's one of my concerns, is that the way they have it set up looks very uncomfortable. So it's not packaged with like a headset design. See, we're doing a free-for-all. That's my issue with this shit. We're doing a free-for-all. We're not on the same team.
Whatever.
But so it's not packaged with like a traditional headset that like say, like a standard VR system would have, like PlayStation VR or even like a cheap Samsung, the ones you put your phone in. Like those all have a headset where you don't have to hold it. With the Switch VR, the way they have it set up is that the controllers are going to be near your ears, basically, and you have to hold your hands up to your head.
You
which
just
is kind of
fucking
goofy.
hold the thing the whole time you play?
Essentially
and that's
binoculars the whole time.
Yes, yes. So that's yeah, like one of those old toys you put the slide reel in. A Viewmaster.
a reel
It's basically a
to reel.
Viewmaster.
A reel to reel, yeah.
Viewmaster.
So you're gonna play this for 15 minutes till your arms get fucking tired, and then you're gonna put it down and never use it again.
Not me,
Yeah,
because
That's what it sounds like.
But you know the whole part
we all
of
can
the
be
whole
ripped
point
like
of
you, Lee.
yeah, thick and tired. That should be your nickname.
Very tired. I didn't even work out today. I was so tired.
They probably had another crockpot cook-off. Oh, I'm tired.
No, I wish I did. You know. That's why I got Chipotle so hungry. Anyways, the VR's gonna be disappointed. Okay.
Yeah. So there's like this headset grip, or no, like you have to hold it to your head. And the sad part about it's like I read somewhere on a reply that in Japan it's illegal to like have a toy that goes over your head, like, and that's maybe why. But the main thing is Labo is supposed to inspire like creativity, right? So people are gonna come up with a basically a homebrew headset. I'm sure people are gonna make all these templates, and there's gonna be a way to do
it somehow.
Yeah, or they'll come out with a separate accessory. Because and the reason I'm talking about this is because if I'm gonna play Breath of the Wild, I don't want to hold my hand by my head the whole time. I want to have my controller comfortably down while I'm in, like a desk chair, so I can rotate and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But the other thing is, there's also other games that go ahead.
So speaking of that, is VR a thing in Japan, or is that not a toy? Is that, like, not a
There's
toy?
probably
That's
different
what
classifications,
I guess.
Alright, I'm about to kill
someone-
the fuck out of you guys. Where you at?
Yeah. Hold on, I'm gonna hold my controller to my face and play the whole time.
Ah! What? I just got tomahawked!
I tried tomahawking somebody, I missed completely.
I didn't know that's a thing.
But so the main thing, there has to be some kind of headset coming out, because there's a lot of potential here to do some pretty great things with the Switch as far as like simple VR updates go. Because Mario Kart 8 definitely deserves an update. Like, I'd love to play that game in first person, and they already have, which is currently in the process of building. They already have a pedal and steering wheel system on Labo that could work in conjunction with that. So that'd be like the full deal. Which I think would be awesome to like come full circle with that, like toss it on and be fully immersed, because
What the fuck?
I know they have Mario Kart VR in certain arcades. But I did like just a quick list of other games I think that should make it as far as VR goes. One of the biggest hits last year. Hey, give me just a sec, guys. Go ahead and fill in. If you want to fill in with something else, I gotta take a phone call real quick.
Okay.
Maybe it's not that Japan can't have VR. Dude, I suck at this fucking game. I think they just want people to be more jacked. Because, I mean, if you're holding a controller on your head for, 3-4 hours a day, you get some guns right there.
Yeah. I mean, that surprises me that surprises me so much that, like, toys aren't allowed to be over, like, your head, and, like, I mean, that's understandable, but, like...
That sounds like fake news.
VR's so big that, like, I would expect Japan to be, like, huge with it. Like, I don't know, Japan seems like such a, like, creativity and, like innovative society that I just couldn't believe that, like, something like VR would not be, or, like, even that it wouldn't be considered a toy. Like, I would expect VR to be considered a toy. Like, I think video games are, like, toys too. Like,
couldn't you go as far as saying, like, okay, like, instead of, like, not really a toy, it's a phone accessory, if, like, you could get away, get around. Why can't I just pick up this gun? Okay. But yeah, like, put it that way, like, oh, it's a phone accessory because, like, Samsung sold that VR that's just basically gave it away for free if you bought a phone.
And that's what I mean too. Like, I couldn't expect.
Again, that was just a tweet follow-up I read, so I don't have any idea as far as the accuracy goes.
Yeah, I'm not trying to like.
It's not.
We're not trying to
real.
like discredit you or like the person that said it. I
Yeah.
just can't like. I can't fathom that Japan out of everywhere would. Like, they might not allow toys, but then I wouldn't think they would classify VR toys. I think they would try to strive to have VR there. It seems like something that like the Japanese would be all over, and like just like with all their culture, with how they like love like DDR and stuff like that, and like all this stuff that puts you in the control of what you're doing. I just could not imagine them not enjoying or them not being able to experience something like that. Dude, I am tomahawking people left and right.
That's awesome. So I'll wrap up this section real quick. I actually have an emergency at my job, so I'll probably have to leave you guys to handle the rest of the stream. So it's tapping out for Lee now that he's awake. But I'll wrap up my Labo section. So a couple of the other games.
Okay.
I think
How did that guy die?
Because he was blocking his head because he was holding the VR system right up to it.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how everyone else's schedule works, but if like there's all these things going on with issues, like do we want to reschedule to like tomorrow or something? I don't know how.
I
all you guys
close
do.
every Wednesday, so that's why I like doing that on Tuesdays, because then I'm not worried about wasting some time.
Yeah.
But I'll wrap.
I'll let you
I'll
finish,
I'll-
though.
Yeah, I'll finish up my sections real quick because there's other games that I think are gonna work really well if the technology is strong enough. Because when the Switch first came out, I knew this could be a possibility because one, it's not a huge console, especially when you take the controllers off, and two, it has gyroscopic motions and motion controlled sensors or motion sensor controlled. Sorry. So another game I think could work if they could get the tech strong enough is Tetris Effect, which is one of the biggest VR games on PlayStation right now. It takes the old and true, formula of Tetris and puts it into a visually stunning VR landscape with great music. And it's something I'd really like to try, so I don't have the money for PlayStation VR nor the need for it. Though VR is obviously making a lasting effect because it's not something like 3D TVs that were big when they first came out and left. Like VR keeps growing and other people are trying new things with it, which is good. It's just not easily accessible for everybody yet. Another game, if you guys aren't familiar, Captain Toad Treasure Tracker. It's a spin-off Mario game that focuses on Captain Toad, but in the two-player mode that I'm familiar with, as the second player, you were able to rotate the map around to help find secrets and help find your objectives. So it'd be cool to be able to do that on your own and like have this 3D landscape in front of you to rotate and manipulate. Another easy one is horror games like Layers of Fear and Outlast, which are both already on the Switch. So some simple updates there, because that's always going to be a fan favorite when it comes to the VR landscape is horror. And then probably one of the last ones I could think of would be Skyrim, because Skyrim's already on the system, and Skyrim already has motion controls in the system. So theoretically, all they would have to do is release a patch, which maybe a few gigs or something, but that would allow for first-person gyroscopic VR gameplay, because then it already has the motion controls. So there's, in my opinion, there's nothing else to integrate other than that head movement. So I mean, those are some easy ones that I think would make sense to get outside of the Labo landscape, because I don't want it to just be a gimmicky thing. I want it to be something that other games and other developers can access and play with. So
Yeah.
I want to see how well it works out of just gyroscopic use, but that variety kit really implies that it's gonna be able to work pretty well.
Yeah, I
Plus
could
you can
not.
build it yourself.
I couldn't.
Oh, that's why you got to come up this Friday and build it for me.
Just give it to
yeah.
Kyle, and when he drives up, I'll build it over the weekend.
No, I think I'll set up the same studio I had set up for yours for the vehicle kit and try to build something myself for once.
I could definitely see it working as long as you don't have to hold the thing the whole time.
Yeah, because if not, I mean, you guys mentioned the the Samsung headsets. I have two of those. Like, I'll rip the other one apart and see if I can make it work. Like,
Yeah. I'll be 100% honest. I really don't see the gimmick behind like those phone VRs, but
No.
like if I go into VR, like the Oculus Quest is coming out pretty soon, and it's like a standalone VR. You don't even need like a super like high-end computer. So I actually don't even know if you need a computer. I think it might be like all like kind of like internal affairs, like it's a lower end VR. It's like a console for VR. So I don't know if you need a PC or not for it. I gotta look more at it though, but that's like the only thing VR wise that I've looked into that I think is worth it. Other than maybe PSVR, but
yeah.
I guess with that, Lee, I guess we'll move on to some of the other points that we wrote down that
Yeah, I mean, I think
deal with Ed.
I guess Game Pass is the only other one.
Also, Netflix increase. No, that's something Ed wanted to talk about, and you might know more about that than I do. So
I don't
guess
know.
I can let you lead with that.
Yeah, I don't know how much it's increasing, but I have heard the increase, obviously, from Edwin. I've seen on Twitter as well. But like, Netflix is one of those things where I think so many families have it. Where, how much is Netflix right now? Is it like $13, or is it 15 now?
I believe it's $15
Oh, it's 15
for HD. I think maybe 15's 4K. 15 might be 4K.
Well, I mean, I think for most families, like they all have Netflix. So many people like that's their streaming service. That's what a lot of people actually watch entertainment on. It's rarely talk to. I mean, I guess a lot of people our age don't have cable. Just because it's cheaper. Netflix is cheaper. You can share Netflix with so many TVs. But you know, if they keep kind of increasing the price, that's gonna make me kind of look at it a little bit more. But as far as me paying for Netflix, I mean, if it's up to $20 a month, I think I'll probably end up still paying it because you know me and my family use it. Where anything more than that, I'm gonna be thinking really hard if they want to charge $25 a month for Netflix, and that should be, I mean, you might as well send me DVDs again.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
because I mean, it's hard. You go ahead.
No, so I didn't mean to cut you off, but Ed said he didn't say what the price is right now, but it's raising to $16 a month. That's what Ed just messaged me. So, 1 second. But so $16 a month. But yeah, like I feel you with the $20 a month. Like, but I mean, like that's the thing too. Like my parents. Like, my brother, my parents use Netflix, so, like, we all share it. And we have Netflix, we have Hulu, I pay for Amazon Prime, so we have that. Like, there's all these streaming services, but, like, with moving to cable, like, it depends on your area, but I don't know if, while all these add up to cable, is replacing them for cable worth it? Or, like...
Yeah, I don't know if I would necessarily Netflix cable subscription. It would just make me more. I would look at maybe like that Sling TV or a different service over Netflix. Because I mean, I have like you, I have multiple streaming units that I share with people, right, that I pay for. So if like I can't find anything on Netflix, or I don't really want to watch like a movie, then I'll go to Hulu, or if I want to watch a series, usually Amazon Prime has some good ones. But so yeah, if Netflix raised to $20 a month, you're already paying $10 a month for Hulu, and maybe your Prime subscription, but like these are all added. If you look at the bill, like wow, pay this much for just streaming services, and then other topic we have is the Game Pass. I mean, like if you break it down, like we all probably average like $100 a month just in like entertainment.
Yeah, and I like we can get more into Game Pass and stuff like that too, because that's pretty much Game Pass is just like the Netflix or Hulu for video games. But
yeah,
like from my personal experiences, like I think like at least Hulu and Netflix and like all this stuff together, while it might add up, like cable companies gouge prices for cable. Like when I lived in my apartment, like I lived right off campus, so I'm in a college town, and like they gave discounts to college students, and I was still looking at $80 a month just for basic cable, like 30 channels, and then like I kind of talked to Ed about this a little earlier, and I was gonna go back into depth maybe later, but like it would like they want you to bundle it, but when you bundle, it's like $150-200 for just like internet and then like okay cable, and then you got to go up to like $300 to get like good tier of like benefits and subscriptions from your stuff.
Yeah, that's like when I moved into my house in Detroit. Like I from the start, I really only wanted internet, but my internet's like $8 a month. But they're like, oh, you can if you get cable's only $4 a month, and then you can bundle your internet for it was gonna be $20 off of that. So it like instead of the $80 that I pay now, it would have been $60 plus the 40 for cable. So it's gonna be like $100 a month, and you really didn't get that many channels. So I was just like, yeah, no, dog, I'm good on just having internet. Damn, dude, I keep dying. I don't even do anything.
I guess I'll
Where's
pick
that,
something
I
that's...
can't find you.
I'm just
yeah,
like off of the... Just pick something. I guess Showdown Large, I think that's probably team-based. Or that might just be... I don't know, whatever. But...
I've not done any online with this game, so I couldn't tell you.
Yeah, I haven't done much either, but like, it's just... It sucks that like subscription, like moving into like Netflix too, like with Game Pass, like I don't know if you or Ed, or I know Rich has Game Pass, but I don't know if you or Ed do. But
no,
go ahead.
I really want to try it, but the other thing for me is I'm definitely, I think, more turning into a social gamer than anything. I definitely like getting on with friends and bullshitting, but I still catch myself sitting down and playing a game that's not a review for a couple hours when I do have the free time. So ideally, I'd like to, especially in the winter when work slows down, or I'm not really outside all day when it's it's cold. We don't really work too much in the winter. Well, this year we're crazy. That when I know I have some time off, maybe do that free trial of Game Pass and start a couple games, like play a couple games there, or if you were like, hey man, like this new multiplayer game or something on here, play it, I'd probably get Game Pass and play it for that. Are you able to share Game Pass between you and your brother, or is it only like one subscription, one person?
No, so Game Pass doesn't share. It's tied to like, even if you have game sharing on and you share with people, like Game Pass doesn't do that. So I mean, like that kind of sucks, but like you also gotta think like that's not how like game sharing wasn't supposed to. But I'm glad we joined a losing game. But like I get game sharing wasn't supposed to immediately. Game Pass wasn't or game sharing wasn't supposed to be like so you could share with people, and kind of people did that as like trying to like get around it, and I know they don't care because like it's a valid way to use game sharing. Like it's not like anything like that, but. Like Game Pass, you need to, everybody needs to pay for it. But
yeah, see, like I wonder if they did something, because I know like they have the the Xbox Live like family gold membership. Like if they did something with Game Pass like that, where instead of how much do you pay for Game Pass a month?
So Game Pass is $10 a month.
So like if it was like $15 a month, but you could split it between like you and a friend, I would be probably more about buying it for me and my brother because I know that my brother and I would play it.
No, I
So
feel you,
that's
and like
yeah.
there's something I can probably bring back up next week too, because I want to kind of bring in like since I have Game Pass and like since Rich isn't here, there's a lot of stuff that come and go on Game Pass, and I was talking to Ed earlier about bringing in where like every week I'd pick a game that's new, or if nothing new comes out, talk about like something I'm playing from Game Pass and stuff like that, and so I can bring this back in. But Microsoft announced that they're doing a thing where you can buy like Xbox Live Ultimate, which is $15 a month, but you get Xbox Live and Game Pass. Because like right now you have to pay $10 a month, but you also have to pay your $60 a year to have Xbox Live. So,
Or
like, this
if
is a
you're
way to
an
kind
idiot
of
like
if
me,
you
$10 a month because I still haven't bought a year pass. So you just keep fucking paying
so
for a month.
you
It's on auto pay.
yeah, but so that's something they're actually looking into, is doing that. So maybe in the future they may do like Game Pass Family, where you can spend like $15-20 and it gives you 2 copies of Game Pass, or
Yeah.
like more than that. Maybe like if you get like, maybe you can even go up to like a large family where it's like here's 4 passes, if like, because while you can game share, and obviously like if you like are like a family and like have kids or anything, and you have, but you can like put your account on everything and say that's your home Xbox. But if you have like 4 Xboxes, if like you and your like significant other, and then you have kids and they have Xboxes, you kind of can't move Game Pass around because you only can make 2 Xboxes your home Xbox. So you can, or one's your home Xbox, but you can play anything you want. So if like I had mine, and then like one of the other Xboxes can have my home Xbox, and then I can play Game Pass because I'm signed in. But like maybe they'll do something where they like I said, make it like a large pass for like 4 people. Like that could be something that they might do in the future.
Yeah, I like that Xbox Ultimate you mentioned. Like if it's 15 a month, I would probably buy that. That would be definitely something I would be about as far as Is it just like for all again?
No, this is actually this is free for all. What kind of free for all it is, I'm not sure. Oh, it's like name your gun, but you don't have every. I don't know what this is. I don't know. But yeah, the Ultimate kind of takes it down from like if you buy a yearly pass, so you pay $60 there, and then you pay $120 for Game Pass. So that's about $180. But if you have your like $15 a month, and then you have a year, like it comes out to $180 still. But that's like you have to go through and actually buy a yearly pass. So that gets you down to the same price as like what you pay for Game Pass and Live if you buy a year. But then it'll take it away from, you're already paying a monthly payment for this. Like you said, you don't buy a yearly pass. You just have it auto renewing. Maybe
it's just the monthly auto renew because I'm in.
If you have the Ultimate where it's $15 a month, and you still auto renew with that, you actually get a deal by getting Game Pass and your Xbox Live.
Yeah. Good deal.
and like you said, you become a social gamer. Like I think Game Pass works well for both of those, because I'm sure you don't find yourself buying like new games that often since you're a social gamer, unless it's like something that you and your friends really want to play. So
yeah.
Like with Game Pass you can do all that, but then it also works for
recommended be more about it, like trying to get it. Like the Pass is like Edwin and you, and I've seen a bunch of people talk about Hellblade. Play that, and I'm debating on like being like, oh, it's you know worth that $10 a month just to play this game, and then eventually get hip to some other games.
Yeah, I mean, if you want like my honest opinion with Hellblade, like the game's probably like $20-30 by itself, if you pay $10 a month and
Yeah.
only play that, you still get to play that game for cheaper than you do. Because like the game doesn't have a lot of replayability or anything. It's a like single player experience that you can beat. So. So that's also like something that like people have to think about is just like like I recently beat Hellblade and it's still on Game Pass because I think it's Ninja Theory's like Microsoft first party now, or Microsoft like owned. So all Microsoft first party things or like what Microsoft owns is on Game Pass. So like that's something you can like get in and like I'd fully recommend it. Like the game is really good.
Now does what do you call it? Does Game Pass like, or has Microsoft said anything about exclusive games coming out just to Game Pass like from the get-go, or is that?
So nothing has ever been released only if you have Game Pass.
Yeah.
But everything Microsoft, like I said, Microsoft comes to Game Pass on release, or like Crackdown got released on Game Pass. It's on Game Pass, or you could have bought it. I don't think anything's gonna ever be exclusively in Game Pass. But I mean, I don't know. I couldn't tell you, but I would predict that like Microsoft
more games dropping on Game Pass like as it goes.
Yeah. So that, like that's all the time.
Okay.
Like, that's something that I was like gonna bring up actually later. Like games get added all the time.
Yeah.
But
I didn't know they took
like,
games.
Every month,
games,
like a few games leave.
So it's essentially kind of similar how Netflix operates, like.
Yeah. So I guess moving into that. So at the end of every month, they pick a few games and they take off. I don't know if every month they do it, but mostly every month they pick a few games, sometimes more than other. This month actually has 6 games that are leaving Game Pass. Outlast, Homefront: The Revolution, Ollie Ollie 2 XL, Sheltered, Sonic & Knuckles, and Unmechanical Extended are the 6 games that are leaving.
Oh.
I don't know if those games have been on for a while, or if like the developers or publishers decide to take them off. I don't know how games are decided if they take them on off or not, but I guess I can go from that and know if you have any experiences. I know, did you do a review on Sheltered? Was that Edwin?
Yeah, I did Sheltered. Sheltered was like, what was that? It was like survival style game, where you basically, it was like you lived in a vault and you had to go out and basically explore to gather resources to upgrade your vault as you went. It was a good game. I liked it, and then for somebody who might be hesitant to drop, I don't remember how much it cost, but like I'm a fan of Game Pass, I just don't have it. If I read a review on and this, this game's pretty out, and it was on Game Pass for, you could play it essentially monthly subscription. I would more into playing.
Your mic's messing up a little bit. If you want to maybe restart it, like unplug and plug back in. Your mic was cutting out a little bit during that conversation. I apologize for cutting you off while you're in the middle of your thought, but I didn't want you to get through everything.
I have a wireless mic. Yeah.
Okay.
So I turned it on, turned it back off. I don't know if that'll help. My internet's been kind of acting dookie too.
It's clearer than it was, so I'm doing awful in this.
Okay.
But what were you saying about Sheltered?
Yeah, Sheltered. I mean, it's a really good game. I really like it. But as a gamer like myself, I wouldn't really go out to purchase Sheltered on its own if I was hesitant on how it would be. But with something like Game Pass, I would be more about buying it or playing it because it's on Game Pass and it's easy to play. So it's sad to see it go off of Game Pass, but it's also kind of cool to see, you know, what they have coming up. So I don't know what new releases are coming out, but man, did I do like that shitty?
And I guess I'll move into that. I'm not even on that list. That's how bad
I did better than you. I got 18th out of 30. You did 26th out of 30.
Damn, dude. Oh, I didn't realize you could scroll. Yeah, I did awful, dude. But yeah, you and I are both a no-show. But yeah, I guess I have a list of what, like, the few of the newer games, but also I'll get into. I haven't played Outlast. I don't know if Ed has or not. I know he's big into like horror games, but
I've played Outlast.
Did you like it?
See, I actually played it on PS4 in school at a buddy's off of his, and I liked it so much I actually bought Outlast, the DLC that came with it, and Outlast 2 when they were on sale for my Xbox, but I have not played Outlast 2 at all. I'm not gonna play that game by myself. So kind of that idea of being somewhat of a social gamer, I'd play it if like I had, you know, a couple friends over and we're like, hey, can't really decide on a scary movie, let's play a scary game together.
Yeah.
But no, I liked Outlast. Outlast is definitely a bigger title than comparing to like Shelter. So more people might be willing to buy that game instead of Shelter, but like back to the idea of Game Pass, it just makes it so easy to actually, you know, try out games that you were on the fence about purchasing.
Yeah,
but
I
really,
oh, go ahead. I apologize.
no, I'm done.
Okay. Like Outlast seems cool, but like, and I enjoy scary games, but it's also the time of like I never find that I want to play like just a scary game, and like
yeah,
kind of the opposite of you, where like gaming's kind of my thing. I'm not a big like movie or TV watcher. I find myself like watching YouTube.
yeah, I do watch a ton of YouTube.
I feel like I watch YouTube when I like don't really have anything to play or anything like that. But a majority of like when I get off work or when I have my free time on the weekend, unless I'm busy, it's a lot of like my free time is like playing a new game or something. I don't sit there and like watch TV all day or anything. So like that's how I kind of like express like Game Pass is there for like people like me too, but like that. But also like it would help you not spend a crap ton of money on getting a new game if you want it, because it might be on there. But I guess moving on from that to some of the other ones. Oh my god, Homefront: The Revolution. I played a bit of that. It's just like a first-person shooter. It kind of sucks to go because the game was kind of underrated. Like kind of like a Call of Duty clone, mixed with like a little bit of open world aspects. Kind of cool, but like I mean, it wasn't the best. The game didn't. I don't think the game sold phenomenally, but I liked it. That kind of sucks that it goes. Kind of sucks that it goes because I feel like more people could experience it on there. But what can you do? Ollie Ollie 2 is a skateboarding game. Kind of like those old Flash games that I guess you might remember, like playing in study hall or something in high school. At least I know I did that all the time.
Yeah.
It's like kind of so kind of like a side-scrolling, like
on a
try to do
games
tricks
website or something.
Yeah, like stuff like that. Like that's kind of what Ollie Ollie 2 is. I've never really played that much either. I did play it a little bit, but nothing. I don't know. You talk about Sheltered. Everybody knows what Sonic and Knuckles are, so I'm not going to go into that. I don't even know which one it is. There's like 40 Sonic games on the fucking Game Pass. And then Unmechanicaled Extended. I actually played this before Game Pass for a while. It is like a side-scrolling like Metroidvania platformer where you play like a robot. It kind of has like a... He kind of like gets new powers, just kind of like Metroidvania. It's pretty cool too. So it kind of sucks that it's It's Leave It 2. I feel like another like lower end game that not a lot of people got to check out, and now it's leaving Game Pass. So. But I guess what's leaving and what you're not going to get to play at the end of the month. So if you want to play any of those, highly recommend Homefront. Unmechanical's pretty cool too. I think you liked Shelter during your review, and you still talk positive about it now, so...
Yeah, I'm really confused on how this game mode works, because I swear our color team, like the light blue, has killed me, like, several times.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that. Like, I know... I don't know. That's kind of confusing, too. But yeah, all of those 6 games that I said, those are leaving at the end of April. So if you haven't picked it up, you can get a month right now. You can get a free trial, 14-day free trial right now. If you haven't had Game Pass before, you can't use the trial after you've already paid for Game Pass. And then I think Microsoft might be doing a deal where you can get like a month or 2 for $1 right now. So
yeah,
out there,
I've seen that.
Yeah, that's another thing too. Like, you can't cancel your subscription and get that month either. Like, if you pay for it, you have to, like, you're stuck paying $10 unless you like cancel your subscription for a month and then go back to it. So like
you do the $1 1-month trial, and then you cancel. You still have to pay another month for it to fully cancel, or you have to cancel like a month in advance.
So like, I've looked into it. I've had a few buddies where like they stopped using Game Pass, and if like if I wanted that $1, and I already paid my April month, which I have to cancel it. At least from what my buddy says. Like, again, like the Japan thing, I don't want to. If there's a different way, and like I'm open to hear, or if like Microsoft like already said, and there's a forum already about it, I'm open to see. But you have to cancel it. Like, I'll pay for April, then I can't have it during May, and then if I come back in June after already being gone for a month, I can pay for $1 if the promotion's still going on, and then go from there.
I see. Okay.
And then,
that's interesting.
I guess what's new to the Game Pass would be... I'm just not cut out for Red Dead Online, I guess. I've died probably...
No, I'm not good at all. I think I got one kill this whole match.
What's new, so what just came out, some cool games just came out. So everybody's favorite Minecraft just got added.
Oh, I feel like that is just, it should come on no matter what. Like,
yeah, because Microsoft owns whoever makes fucking Minecraft now, because it's not Mojang anymore. Whatever company makes Minecraft, Microsoft owns them now, but it's still like $30 to buy Minecraft. Like, that's just crazy to me. But Minecraft got added. A game called Vampire or Vampire. Haven't played that one. It's like there's a kid just fucking camping with a fucking shotgun in that room.
Yeah.
But Vampire. It's probably supposed to be Vampire, but it's spelled really weird. But Vampire got released. It's like a Rich talked about this a while in Discord. It's like a third-person like action adventure where you play as like a vampire and I think like Victorian London or some shit.
Okay.
I'm done going to E. We keep spawning at E, but I could just keep dying because like,
yeah, I've been trying to run to the church over there, but I get wrecked over there too.
But that got added. Walking Dead Michonne miniseries. So one of the Telltale games.
Okay.
Got added.
Yeah.
It's very, very good. I like the Michonne DLC. But all the Telltales are good. My God. Deus Ex Mankind Divided, or Deus Ex, or however you pronounce Mankind Divided.
I don't know how you say that either.
Yeah, that got added. Haven't played that one. I didn't play much of the first one either, but I know that game's really enjoyed by a lot of people, so that's kind of cool they added that. That's the newer one. Shadow of the Tomb Raider, the newest Tomb Raider game, just got added too.
So that's a bigger, that would have been like a $60 standalone game. So I mean, that's a bigger name. Like,
yeah, so
that's cool that it's gonna be on there.
Deus Ex and Vampire were both $60 as well. So that's cool.
Okay,
and Just Cause 4 got released on there too. And that game's not even that old. So those are some newer big name games, and then the newest, like, those are some games that came out a while ago. Everybody, like, not everybody knows them, but people know it. Another game that got released actually on launch earlier this week, or maybe like last Friday, is called Operencia: The Stolen Sun. And I kind of wanted to go on like a kind of thing with that, because that's what I've been addicted to like this whole week.
Oh no shit! What's that one on?
So Operencia is I gotta see who makes this game real quick. So Operencia was released March 29th, so it was 2 Fridays ago it actually got released.
Yeah, not that long. Yeah.
Yeah, so it got released onto Game Pass for both Xbox and Windows 10. And it's a play anywhere, 4K supported, so it's an Xbox enhanced game. And you can play it, it's a play anywhere, so you can install it on both your PC and your Xbox and play it wherever you are. If you take your PC with you, you can play it there. If you have your Xbox at home, your saves carry over. But I've been really addicted to this game, so it was free on Game Pass, released on Game Pass. But for people that don't have Game Pass, it's a $30 game, so it's not full retail, but still a little bit like a pricier title. Because I've never heard of the game. It was made by Zen Studios too. I've heard of Zen, but never really heard of this game. It's like it is a turn-based RPG and dungeon crawler.
Oh.
And it kind of has the fighting and combat is similar to like older Final Fantasies, JRPGs and like some other games where you this is team. No, you're done. Oh, me and that guy. Oh, I don't know if I killed him, but anyways, like it's kind of like older Final Fantasies, the turn-based style, yeah, it's kind of like that. It's a dungeon. I got a little flustered after that. It's a dungeon crawler that like has like a medieval fantasy setting. Really interesting with like puzzle mechanics and stuff like that. And I've been ridiculously addicted to it all week. But so the thing's cool. You kind of wake up as like you get to name your character. You're just like this generic character that wakes up like locked in a dungeon with this thief named Yoshika. He's kind of like a comic relief character, like mixed with like he's like a mage thief that you kind of like. That's kind of his skill set. And the game's pretty funny. Like a lot of the characters are very funny and comedic, but you kind of wake up with this like your no-name character, you're locked in a dungeon, and then you like find out that like you got locked in a cave with Yoshika, and like you're in this like corrupted king's dungeon, and his castle got flooded, and then you have to like go on this adventure. And then when you finally like kill the king, like you get out into this forest and you discover that the sun has been stolen from the sky, and you have to go on this quest of where you you meet up with like all these people and kind of go like to this journey like through hell to get kind of get the sun taken back. So it's like this. I really enjoyed it. I know Rich had a lot of fun with it when he played it for a little while.
Yeah, check that out. I haven't heard of that or even seen any videos or anything on it. But so it's kind of like lighthearted. You said like the guys like comic relief, so it's kind of like, you know, some random jokes throughout gameplay, or like how does that work? Like,
yeah, so like the game, and I totally forgot we were blue team. I was just shooting at a blue guy for like 5 minutes. I'm wondering why my gun wasn't locking on. Yeah, like the writing is very comic relief. There's like some twists and turns and stuff like that. The gameplay is, so it's grid based. So you only can move. You can look in all directions, but you only can move up, down, left, or right. And you're like based in like a grid, and you are meant to like move in a grid, and then the combat works by you kind of like. There's probably other games too, but it's like what I think of as like Final Fantasy or Pokemon, where you're running around and then you can see the enemy, and then to engage in combat with them, I guess Pokemon you don't see them, but you run into them.
Just random?
And then,
okay.
Yeah, so like, I mean, they're random, you can see... You can see them all and like stuff like that, but like, the goal is to try to bait them out and kind of get behind them so you can ambush them, because you get to... if you ambush...
okay.
If you do a sneak attack of ambush, you get to actually fire first, so... Or you get to attack first, and so that's like a little bit of strategy that they put into it, like, because if you run headfirst into an enemy, it's kind of random of whether or not they get to attack first or you get to attack first. But if you ambush them, you always get to attack first, and then later in the game you'll get like more colleagues as well, so you'll get up to 6 active companions, and you have 3 in your party at once, and that will kind of lead into. Like if you get ambushed, all the enemies get to attack you. So if like you're looking around and you get ran up by an enemy, they get to all attack first. But like similar to if you run up on them, you get to attack all first. But then if it's like if you guys like meet face to face, it's kind of random whether or not you get to attack. And then if you have 4 people, sometimes one person on your team will get to attack, and then all of them will get to attack, or 2 people can attack, or like. It's kind of like spread out randomly of who gets to attack when, if you both meet face to face. So like that's kind of like a element of skill and stuff like that they put in, of like trying to like bait out enemy or like follow an enemy's pattern, because they always have a set pattern unless they see you. If they see you, they run straight at you, but other than that they'll run in a set pattern, so you can always like bait out a pattern to get them to behave in a certain way.
Dude, the blues, like there's like a teal, like, I think there's a teal team, and then there's like another like light blue.
Yeah, I see that.
I've been thinking all the time the light blue team is us. I keep getting wrecked by them, so it's very dumb.
But yeah, that's kind of Operencia. I've been addicted to it. I highly recommend the game, and it's kind of cool too. So it kind of has like a older like Duke Nukem effect, where there's like invisible walls everywhere for secrets. Like you could just be like walking in a room, and you could like phase through a wall, and you're like, oh shit, what happened? And you found a secret, and the secret could have like gold or there could be gold or there could be gold. There could be items. There could be something like that, like anything. And like that's pretty cool. Kind of like it promotes. I don't know why I keep not spawning in. Is the match over? Oh, the match is over.
Yeah,
So it kind of promotes exploration, but then you also have to. You have to like. It promotes exploration. You don't have to find any of them, but it kind of promotes exploration of. If you find more, it kind of helps you. You level up more. You get more XP if you. You get more XP if you find these secrets and stuff like that, and it's just to try to promote you to look around your environment and not just like wait for the enemies. And that's kind of how you have to play into a strategy of. That's kind of how you have to play into a strategy of not getting ambushed by an enemy. Because when you find a secret, if they see you, they can follow you into the secret. Like they're not oblivious to it. So.
Oh, okay. So it's not like a safe room you can run into real quick. Like
No.
you're still vulnerable.
No.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's like kind of an interesting aspect of it. As I highly recommend it. It's very cool. And then like I know we're not really and the site we're really not like big on like talking about achievements or anything, but knowing that I am looking into it, it's kind of cool. You can, if you play your like the game outright, you can kind of force your way to have all the achievements like in one way. So it's a nice like like dungeon crawler RPG that doesn't like. If you're an achievement hunter and you're just looking for like doing some achievements, you can do everything in like one playthrough, like for like 20 hours, and it's kind of, if you just have to do everything. You just have to find 100% of the map. There is a difficulty-based achievement, which I've saved for a second playthrough, and a lot of people recommend it because one of the difficulties you can add, you have to add 2 of the 3, and there's like 3 difficulties where you either can add no map, which kind of screws you over because when the map's activated, it actually like you automatically. If you pause the game, you get a full like in-game map, kind of like I guess most RPGs have, where you can look at the map. It maps out the whole map, like where you've walked, where you haven't walked, where there's a chest, where there's like the objective. But if you have the hard mode of that, that's gone.
Okay.
The other hard mode is you can save less. So if you, if you don't have it on, you get auto saves all the time, and then if you do have it on, I don't know if you get no auto saves. I haven't looked into that, but you can't rest at a campfire to heal yourself as much, and you can't save. I don't think you can save as much. And then the third and final one, and you just do 2 or 3 of these. So when you're going for the hard one, they kind of recommend doing the first 2. And they leave it for a second playthrough so you know the game, you know where you're going. You're not just like wandering aimlessly. Because like the good thing is like it's not completely open world. It's broken down into like 8 or 9 levels. I forget how many levels it is. So like everything's in its own little thing, but some of them are pretty big. So without having a map, you could get lost of like, oh, where's this staircase go? Where's this staircase go? So they kind of say to leave that to the second one, because the last one they recommend not doing unless you're really confident in yourself, because it's a permadeath. So you can make like put the game in hardcore mode, and if you die, I don't know if it deletes your. I would imagine it deletes your save. But like, there's stuff like that. Like, there's things that challenge you and stuff like that, and like, I wasn't trying. I didn't really know I was gonna talk about it like for this long, but like, it's just this cool game that I've been playing a lot, and.
Yeah. How long did so you've beaten it once at least, or?
Yeah, so I actually beat it this morning. So
how long was, like, would you say your total gameplay was just for one through the campaign or the story?
So I went back before because I didn't know if you beat it if you like were done and you couldn't go back to explore, because I was trying to go back to explore like all the maps and stuff like that and stuff like that. So right now I'm like at 21 hours, but so I guess for other people that want to listen, that are interested and like want to explore everything, or you can beat the game, and then when you beat the game you get the final cutscene, and then when you load back in, it actually loads you at the final cut, or at the spot right before the final boss, and you'll get like a big pop-up telling you like, hey, you're about to start the final boss. Are you sure you want to do this? But even if you click yes, you can go back through. But if I take out
Okay.
all my exploration, I'd say you can probably play through the game if you don't explore as much as I did. I'd say one playthrough would probably be 12 to 15 hours. It's pretty long, but not like ridiculously long. So.
Yeah.
But
I don't
yeah,
like
I think
this
it's,
game mode at all.
Yeah. So you gotta kill people that have earned points from other people.
Well, like, not just that, but it's like, these guys are using guns that they bought. Like, I don't have any shotgun ammo, and I've been, like, the past 2 times we played this, I haven't had any shotgun ammo. And these guys have better repeaters than I do, like...
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm not a fan of GTA Online's PvP or Red Dead's PvP of, where you, like, the more you buy,
you have more shit.
And I guess that's what I like. But yeah, I think Operency is a game I wasn't expecting. I'll be honest, if it wasn't on Game Pass, I wouldn't have bought it. It did not.
Okay.
Did not, like, I didn't hear any. Not from my experiences now, but before I played it, I didn't know what it was. I didn't hear anything about this game. I didn't see anything about it. I just saw, well, this game's coming to Game Pass, and it looks pretty cool. I'll give it a shot. And I look right now, and I really enjoy the game. I've had so much fun. So, like, I definitely would have, if it wouldn't have been on Game Pass and I would have known what I know now, I'd pay $30 for it. I had that much fun with it, but
Okay.
if it wouldn't have been on Game Pass, I would have
been talking about a lot is like just how Game Pass opens up a lot of things for you. So I mean, like, that's good that you found this game just on a kind of on a whim through Game Pass, like.
And that's what like by me saying I wouldn't have bought it, I wouldn't have played it if it wouldn't have been on Game Pass. Means nothing like of what the game is. It's just I never saw anything about it. I wouldn't have, like, when I looked at the store, I wouldn't have been like, oh yeah, this game, like, I wouldn't have known anything about it. I would have not spent
Yeah, this looks
$30
sweet.
At least
I need this.
Yeah, and like the game surprised me. Like, I thought it was cool for the first like hour, and I was like, oh, this is just gonna be a game that, like, it's pretty cool. I'll play it for a little bit because it's on Game Pass, and then I'll like move back to something else. Like, I've been playing Borderlands with a couple of my buddies, but like I played it for a few hours and it just sucked me in, and I just could not like get enough of it. And like it's rare that I find like I like games, and like a lot of games too, and I play a lot of games too, like whether it's for reviews or like trying to just bury myself. I like don't notice myself being able to I don't know how to exit how you fall, but like this is a game that I really enjoyed. And I guess with like what time it is, I guess after this match we'll kind of probably end today's stream because I really don't have much else. But
Yeah.
So speaking with Game Pass, Microsoft kind of announced on their Game Pass Twitter that April 10th, tomorrow, they are going to announce 6 new games that are getting added to Game Pass at some point. So we have that to look forward to tomorrow. That we don't know what's coming out tomorrow. And I'll probably next week I'll kind of go into depth of what they announced. But I guess for this week, since we don't know, and I know, like, with it just being you and me, it's hard, and I might kind of bring up later of like what you guys expected. But is there something like that you were hoping they announced, or you think they might add, or?
I'm not too. Oh, I finally got a fucking kill. Literally, a guy ran up on me, had like no health, and I just popped him in the head. I'm interested to see if Game Pass kind of tries to go like, well, I guess the EA Game Pass has it, but trying to get some more sports types games, like a Madden or a 2K or something on there.
Yeah.
To kind of get to. I probably play the new NHL. I'm not gonna pay money for it because I don't have to live with 4 other people that all love hockey anymore. But if it was on Game Pass, I own Game Pass, I'd probably play a few games here or there on it. So that's something I think would be cool if they add. But I don't necessarily think it's gonna happen. EA thing, but
yeah, with EA Access, I don't know if anything like that. But like, even if it's not like first-party sports games, like maybe like some like more arcadey. Because I know like NBA Playgrounds is on Game Pass, so maybe if they release like like maybe not anything EA owns, but if they just like start releasing more sports games. Because I guess like I don't know how you are with basketball, but like there's I don't know if like there's a basketball game or anything on there, so maybe they'll move more towards some different sports games being added, or
or like there's like an MLB, like it's like a cartoonishy baseball game. I forget what the one is. I don't know if that one's on Game
RBI
Pass
baseball.
or not.
Are you talking about RBI baseball?
Yeah. Shit, is my mic not working again?
Oh, no, it's working now. My bad. You may have said it. I just didn't hear you. But yeah, yeah, that could be cool. Like that's something that like I'm not really huge into sports games, but I'm sure there's I guarantee there's a big market for like people that want sports games, and like it's unfortunate that I guess Ed was gonna bring it up too with like oversaturation of subscriptions. It kind of sucks. EA has EA Access, but like maybe some non-EA games will get added for people like you that like sports games or stuff like that. Or
what are you thinking like that you'd like to see on there?
Like I'd have to like I think it'd be kind of cool to have more. And I'm just gonna back out of this and quit back to free roam, and if it disbands it, it's fine. But I think it'd be cool to get more like smaller indie games, because I know they have a lot of smaller indie games. There's nothing like trying to think. I guess one game I've been really wanting to play, but I haven't bought it. Darksiders 3. I love the Darksiders series, but I never really got around to buy it, and if I got it added to Game Pass, that'd be pretty cool. They're coming like with I mentioned a few of these like AAA games that are getting added. It's surely a possibility that they might add it, but I think it's just an interesting thing to ponder. Like they keep releasing like all these big games. Oh my! But like I think that would just be one cool one, or just like anything that, like some smaller title that like you wouldn't think. With me playing a lot of games, I like more of a variety. So if they just release all these games that I haven't like played that are smaller, I'd much rather if they added like 5 games that take like 8 to like 15 hours to play than them releasing like games as long as Red Dead. Like Red Dead's like 80 hours. Yeah, if they added like a bunch of games that are huge like that, it's just like, it just sucks like that, where like, I mean, it's great, and if people want them, that's great. Like, whatever they add, I'm sure it's going to be quality. Usually they don't add, like, it's been a while since I've seen like a filler, like, list of, they released a bunch of games and they're just, like, filler bullshit. So, it's just going to be interesting to see what gets added tomorrow, and then maybe something new come out. Maybe everything will be released tomorrow too.
Yeah, it's interesting to see like what they do actually come out. We'll have to look back into that, but I mean, I think unless you have any other points, I think I don't have anything else to talk about.
Yeah, I guess instead of like talking about this for like 3 hours longer, I guess that's been good. Kind of got a shaky day to start.
Yeah, I guess we just end on this note, and hopefully tomorrow we'll have less technical and work-related difficulties. So we all three of us. What is this? This is our third podcast?
Yeah, this is the third one, and
So I guess I mean it was we had to have some difficulties. I mean with me sleeping in a little bit, and then now Edwin having to run to work. So I get that,
but yeah. So this week may have been a little bad with this, and hopefully Ed doesn't get pissed off because since we went a little bit longer since I hosted, but you know, it's just how it goes. But it's been a good time. Today may have been a little bit of a here or there, but you know, it worked out. Still got a thing, but I guess that's all. Be good for next week. So it's been fun.
Alright, yep. We'll see everybody. Yeah, we'll see everybody next week. Brad, I'll talk to you in the Discord, I guess.
Yeah, but yeah, thanks everybody for stopping by or listening. We'll be here next week, Tuesday, for episode 4. Hopefully less shittier as we go on. But
that'll be the title, less shitty.
Alright, bye everybody.